I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's time. It's time for In This Very Ring. Let's go.
Let's go. This ain't the fight night. Oh, this game can heat stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Good evening, A2D Radio. I am your host, Ritz, and the mayor of Toasty Town himself is joining us as he does each and every week, the one they call Butters. And if Ritz and Butters are here, that means only one thing. It's time for another episode of In This Very Ring. We are the Saturday Night Delight. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Hell yeah.
And we are brought to you each and every week by our friends at Body Check Wellness. Their line of products that promote wellness, balance, and recovery by using the full potential of hemp. They come in extracts, blends, gummies, and topicals. Use promo code A2D for 25% off your order at bodycheckwellness.com. Butters, my friend.
Yo.
Mi compadre. How do you do?
I do.
Well, it's 1 minute and 54 seconds in, and Butters has already said something stupid. Aside from the night where you hit yourself in the head with a keyboard, that might be a new record.
I'm doing good. It's been a slow, steady week, but it'll pick up here in about a week or two, and then I'll be screaming.
You'll be doomed. You'll cry a little inside.
Doomed!
What's in your coffee over there?
I don't drink coffee, sir.
You might want to start.
Coffee's an abomination.
Decaf. What?
Coffee's an abomination.
You're an abomination.
Tomato.
I guess.
Then again, I probably wouldn't know what a tomato is.
No, you probably wouldn't. So it's NXT. It's NXT weekend, right? NXT Wargames weekend, and we're going to talk all about the show tomorrow night, live from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. And we're going to start it off with our topic of conversation tonight, brought to you by Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. He's got 2 locations in Burlington and Cherry Hill, New Jersey. He's our doc, making yours at Dr. Paul Vidal at SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. Team 2.0 is going to be victorious at NXT Wargames. Hashtag agree, disagree. Let's dive right in. Team Black and Gold it's the NXT Vets versus the New School. Representing Team Black and Gold is NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa, his DIY partner Johnny Gargano, former WWE United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne, and former $1 Million Man champion L.A. Knight. They're going up against Team 2.0. The big bad booty nephew, Bron Breakker. That's an actual line from WWE's Twitter. I can't make that up as hard as I try. Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and Tony D'Angelo. Butters, I'm going to start with you like I do every single week because the people are tired of hearing my voice. Lay it on me, Butters.
That's every day. What are you talking about?
I have the power to make your life a living nightmare. Do you really want to tempt with fate?
I tempt fate every day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's called You Got Up.
You ain't lying, brother. But, like they say, ain't no school like the old school. Well, this time around, it ain't going to be the old school. I got to agree with the poll. I got to say Team 2.0 is victorious at War Games because let's think about it here. We have a new era of NXT. We have a remodel of the old era of NXT. Out with the old, in with the new. That new school is going to take the old school and beat that ass. New school style.
Right.
So I think new school Team 2.0 is taking it to fully usher in the new era of NXT.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense. I think this one's pretty cut and dry when you look at it. There are some, what's the word I'm looking for here, variables.
Correct.
In this match, right? And one big variable is LA Knight. Does he really fit that mold of an NXT veteran?
I feel like he's on that thin line like you're talking about.
And I think he is, right? I think
he came in like real close to the end of the game there.
Yeah, and that was actually going to be our poll question pretty early on when I was thinking of the show this morning. I was like, I don't like LA Knight in that spot. Maybe I'm just going to do it based around LA Knight and his him being in this match. Is he the right fourth man for this match?
Well, I mean, could we see a potential turn with LA Knight? Being like, you know what? I think I'm part of the new school, not the old school.
My struggle here is I think that Kaylee Ray is going to turn on Raquel and all them.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kaylee just doesn't fit the... Oh, God, Kaylee.
I don't...
Normally I wait until I'm done ranting about my answer. But
God.
Daly, I love Daly. Brian Daly from the Hockey Happy Hour chiming in. I'm going to disagree to the poll. Team 2.0 seems like a terrible tag team name. I love you, Brian. I do. I love the support. Let me just say, I love your support. And the Godfather himself, Tom Arnone, he disagrees to the poll, but then again, he's just here so he doesn't get fined. Man, wouldn't that be a son of a bitch? The owner of the company getting fined by, well, the owner of the company. Damn. That would suck.
Double damn.
But I think Kaylee, I think there's a turn in the women's match.
I don't think it's going to be Kaylee. If there's going to be a turn in the women's match, I don't see it being Kaylee.
I do.
No. She wants to go after Mandy. She wants a piece of that ass.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
And I'm very okay with that.
You know, she wants Mandy. She hates.
Also,
you know,
see what you did there too.
You know, she wants that NXT Women's Championship. So
Good
it would make more sense for her to stay on that side of things, and you know, beat Team Kai than it would to. Oh, I'm going to turn on my teammates and win with the women's champion because why the hell not?
And it's so comical that, and we'll get back to the men in just a second. We're going to talk about the women in just a little bit. I have plenty to talk about with that match, just on pure principle of some things confused the hell out of me. But I think Team 2.0 has to win, to your point, to solidify the transition from the NXT that we all know and love to NXT 2.0. And I think this plays into the fact of, here's something else to think about, right? When you look at TakeOver, right? TakeOver is no more. The very last TakeOver was August 31st. Since then, they have not named any of their specials TakeOver.
This is very true.
Was a black and yellow thing, a black and gold thing. Okay. This 2.0 now is what it has.
Okay.
now you're going to see War Games. So not having NXT TakeOver War Games, right? That tells me that 2.0 is winning. We're fully behind that idea, right?
Yeah. That we're transitioning into a new era, that we're transitioning into these new guys, because you want a fresh group to come up, build themselves up, and take over.
Yep.
And then you have these old school guys. A few of them can stay on, just so they can have that. You have a couple of those names that people can relate to, while everybody else gets called up to the main roster and hope to God they don't get lost in the shuffle.
Exactly. Alec B chiming in over there on YouTube. Good evening, gentlemen. What's up, Alec? Thanks for joining us. And our good buddy Joey DiBardino. Good evening, gentlemen. Mr. DiBardino, how are you, sir?
Howdy doodly.
For me, it's going to be fun just to watch Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano back in the ring on the same side. Because say what you will about their singles careers, and I think they both had fantastic
runs.
Fantastic runs. Nothing is better than DIY.
It was a great tag team.
And the story behind it, right? And you could never recapture that magic ever again.
No.
Right? Never. It hasn't been done since, in my opinion. There was such a magical time for NXT, for Johnny Gargano, for Tommaso Ciampa. And I'll never forget the takeover in Chicago when it all went to hell in a handbasket. And as wrestling fans, we learned, okay, you can't trust the title card anymore.
Right?
And Tommaso Ciampa is a dick. Right? It's just plain and simple. All right. Pete Dunne is a good addition to that match. You know, Pete Dunne's been with NXT for a very, very long time. And it's going to bring that tension there because he's never been eye to eye with Gargano and Ciampa.
Correct.
Right. Never once been eye to eye with them. LA Knight's just an idiot.
Well, have you noticed that both teams, each team, it's not a matter of separating it's the heel team versus the face team like the women's match. This is just a group of both the heels and the faces versus a group of the heels and the faces.
This is what I wanted for Survivor Series.
Just like the old school Survivor Series, just an amalgam of people getting after it.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's exactly what they're doing here.
Now, on the other side, you have the future of NXT. You have Bron Breakker, who is the star of that team.
Yes, ultimately, I feel like he's doing amazing right now.
And he's going to be the one that takes the title off of Tommaso Ciampa.
I think so too.
Grayson Waller, I don't know enough about him to give a damn. And Tony D'Angelo is up and coming. I think he's got a lot of potential, just still very early. Carmelo Hayes, though, is somebody to where
Carmelo Hayes is one you want to watch out for as well. On top of Bron Breakker.
He's a wild card. He's a wild card when it comes to all this, you know.
Carmelo Hayes is actually doing pretty good, even as the North American champion. Carmelo Hayes is doing a damn good job. He's another one of those top breakout stars to look after.
Well, he won the damn breakout tournament.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is he's still going to be one of those up and coming that you want to keep your eye on. You know, you want to hope to God it's one of those ones that he's doing so damn good that they don't screw it up like they've done in the past.
Yep.
I mean, look at poor Keith Lee and Karrion Kross.
Well, and you got to think about it when you look at everybody on that roster. He's a former NXT North American champion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he's the only champion on that side. It's impressive to say the least. Actually, who is the current North American champion?
Carmelo Hayes.
No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Okay.
Duh.
Hey, fuck off. How's that sound?
Woody woo!
Uh-huh.
I was right.
Fuck.
You were wrong. Admit it.
No, I will not. You will not have that satisfaction.
Not gonna give you the satisfaction, you fuck.
Stupid rat bastard.
Oh, yuck. Gosh.
Roderick Strong versus Joe Gacy for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Before we get into who we think's going to win, what do you think of the rumors circulating that the NXT Cruiserweight title is going to be retired?
This match gives heavily into those rumors because Gacy's not no 205.
No, he's 205 like I'm 300.
You know,
I say that as I drink a smoothie.
But no, Joe Gacy, I honestly think they're setting him up to take it and use it instead of as a Cruiserweight Championship, as a what's that gimmick he's doing now? Dear God, what the hell is it called?
The Open Challenge thing?
Not the Open Challenge, the all-inclusive. He's going to make it some sort of all-inclusive title.
So, okay.
I get what you're saying. I
think it's fucking dumb. You want an all-inclusive title? It's called the fucking NXT North American title. It's called the fucking NXT... Shut up. The fucking NXT World Heavyweight title.
But look
Fuck
at, you know...
look
at the match. I mean, you got Joe Gacy and his fucking monster facing a 205-pounder that's probably going to get his ass whooped because of the monster.
I disagree to that. I strongly disagree. I think that Roderick Strong is going to be fine in that match.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One, he's got the Diamond Mine on his side.
Yeah, but the Diamond Mine could end up getting destroyed by Gacy's beast.
Harland?
Yes.
Fuck that guy. That guy doesn't scare anybody.
You know, the next Brock Lesnar, as a lot of people try to call him.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying.
Why do you say stupid shit?
You act like this is a new thing every week.
No, it's not. I have a lot of fun with this. This fool is no Brock Lesnar. All right,
they're hyping him up to be the next big thing.
Nope, I'm putting this up on
Oh yeah, his gimmick now is no new Brock Lesnar, but the way when he looked when he came in, yeah.
I'm seeing this. Hold on. I want to put this in downloads. I'm going to have to find it. We are open the fucking thing. You mean to tell me that this fuck is the next Brock Godfuck Lesnar?
Before he shaved off his head, yeah.
All right, stop. This guy, I don't care if this asshole is mid-stride. This guy has his arms all the way the fuck out here. Like, all right, look, I got friends. I got a friend with big shoulders, and I make fun of him all the time. Okay? But this man is intentionally trying to make it seem like he has 4 zip codes going across his shoulders.
I mean, I've got like 6 zip codes going across my stomach, but still.
And I've got a hemisphere. Irrelevant. But come on.
I know that.
Like what you don't
there's a lot of people that were. There was a lot of people
from Gargano, from Ciampa here. Is he's outwardly laughing at this Victor Zaz looking motherfucker.
Well, people were disappointed with his debut because he looks like a fucking idiot.
He looks like Calendar Man and Victor Zsasz had a fucking kid. They hit it a little too hard one night at Penguin's Club, and then next thing you know, 9 months later, this asshole showed up. I mean, my God. But in that sentence, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gacy is not winning this match. And I say that because it's Roderick Strong. Right? Here you go.
Yeah.
Joey hits the nail on the head. So it's going to be like the X division of NXT with no weight limit. Which, again, listen to my world with Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett, the owner, founder, and God-fucking creator of TNA, said, you know what? When we have an X division with no weight limit, it's not the fucking X division!
I get that, and I wholeheartedly 100% get that. But you and I both know, if these rumors to be true, this is probably where it ends. That or he
and I'm fine with it going away. Because they haven't done diddly dick with it in months. It's not relevant anymore. The 24/7 championship is more relevant than the Cruiserweight title. I want that to sink in for a minute. The 24/7 championship, a title that R-Truth has held as many times as he is old.
50-something times, yeah.
Is more important
thanks,
than
Chewy.
is more important than the Cruiserweight Championship. A title that was like, I think back to the first Cruiserweight Classic. Cedric Alexander, TJP, Kushida, Ibushi, Lindsay Dorado, Grand Metalik. And then I look at it now. And I want to put hot lead in my brain. Because now we're going to call it all-inclusive. Now we're going to...
I didn't say that's what they were going to do. I said that's what they'll probably do.
I'm gonna drive to your house. I'm gonna stay on the air. I'm gonna get in the truck. I'm gonna drive to your house, talking to you still the entire time. And then I will get out and beat you senseless on the air.
I got two big dogs that could take care of you.
I will throw a piece of meat.
Piece of what?
A piece of steak.
Yeah, knowing Chewbacca and Indy, that'd probably do it.
Your dogs are named Chewbacca and Indy?
Indiana Jones and Chewbacca, yes, sir. Chewie and Indy.
You know what? There's a part of me that loves that. There's another part of me that just purely wonders how you're married.
She's the one that named him.
And I rest my case. Brian Brodo from... Well, actually, so it's Brian Brodo from Monday Morning Quarterback and host of The Fix. And he goes, I just tuned into Andy screaming about the X Division. I didn't realize I returned to the year 2007. Neither did I.
Hey,
but
man, X Division was great back then.
Brian Brodo, A+++ dog names. Well,
thank you, sir.
Your dog names are Brodo approved. And well, considering Brodo likes to mess with you, that's an accomplishment.
Hey,
what? Speak.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought on that one.
Oh God, you're incredible.
I'm special.
That is damn true. But I'm over this all-inclusive thing, dude. Like, we have titles for that. Like, that's I just think got lazy.
I just think at the end of the day, if Gacy wins it, it's just gonna, all right, title's done. Now let's go move on to something else. Instead of just retiring it outright, they're gonna pull another hornswoggle bit and just be done.
Retire it outright. Give it some dignity, damn it. We want dignity.
It's going to go out like it did the last time.
Don't make me start singing over here.
You know, Hornswoggle wins it. Yeah, well, you know what? We're stripping you of it, Hornswoggle, and retiring it. Bye. Now it's going to be Gacy wins it. Gacy, you're over the weight limit. We're stripping you the title. We're going to retire it. Bye.
Or here's a new title. Here's a new shitty-looking title.
Something. It just... I agree with you on the fact that just retire it outright. Give it the dignity it deserves. Like you've done with so many other titles.
Here's the NXT We Have Nothing Better For You title.
Right? This is the NXT Intergender Everybody's All-Inclusive title.
Wait, you might be onto something there. Hold on. Let's back up for a second.
Uh-oh.
Intergender?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing all-inclusive.
And there is somebody on the NXT roster that I could legitimately see fucking up some dudes.
Mercedes?
She's not on the NXT roster anymore. She got released.
Or you talking about, I'm sorry, not Mercedes, Raquel.
Yes.
I don't know why I said Mercedes.
That woman would wreck some of these dudes.
Yeah? And right now, there's no real big company out there that's got some sort of intergender title.
WWE could be on the forefront of something.
Exactly. They could say, I'm the first to have it. And this is WWE, you know, this is their whole mantra is first to get it and then first to let it just die in a fade in a flash fire of memories.
See, I had a joke and then you ruined it by saying that line. I had a good line too. We were going to do a Pinky in the Brain thing. And, well, typical Pinky fashion, you fucked it up. Snarf.
Hey, man. Hey, Brain, what are we going to do again tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to fuck up the wrestling business.
I swear that's like a... see, that's a Vince and...
It's a Vince and Kevin Dunne.
There we go.
It's a Vince and Bruce Pritchard. It's a Vince and insert name here.
I was about to say, I was thinking of either Bruce or Kevin, whichever one.
Kevin Dunne, that buck-toothed beaver-looking motherfucker. and I can just see it. They're sitting around the table. Everybody's sitting there. Oh, yes, Vince. Oh, yes, Vince. That's a great idea. And Bruce Pritchard just sitting down there at the end. I just love that. Mr. McMahon, that's such a wonderful, wonderful idea.
Oh, while he's wearing his diamond-encrusted platinum knee pads.
Out there looking like he got put in a damn sauna for too long. Imperium, who has just fizzled out into nothingness.
Especially without Walter.
No, they don't mean... They're what a dominant... Now, granted, I get it. It's 115% COVID's fault. Because Walter got stuck over in United Kingdom. These guys got stuck over here. A whole 150 million% going to blame COVID on this one. If you're going to argue with me, go fuck yourself.
No, I'm not going to argue that.
No,
I wholeheartedly agree.
That wasn't for you. I was looking dead ass at the chat and just letting that ride for a second.
I was about to say, yeah, no, COVID screwed up a lot of good things. And, you know, Walter, you know, I've been hearing the rumors he's been slimming down for a potential main roster call-up.
Yay!
Hey, man, I say it every fucking time, too. If done right, Walter could be a beast, you know, and
Walter is a beast.
You say that with Keith Lee. You say that with, you know, Karrion Kross, and look at how they did it. Here's Bearcat Gladiator.
What'd I tell you about saying Bearcat on this program? Because now I have to say it. And my disdain is high for that.
I was trying to use it as an example and combine the both because, eventually somebody's going to come out and go, I want him to be a gladiator and his fucking name to be Bearcat Gladiator such and such. Because that's good shit.
Seriously, how are you married?
Hey, man.
How do you have friends?
I'm that good.
You said enough dumb shit. We skipped over you saying good shit and went to dumb shit.
Hey, man. I'm so sexy. I attract everything, man.
Well, good night, everybody. No, we're not fucking doing that tonight. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. We're adding that to dumb shit Butters has said.
That just moves the award for...
I think when we do the award show, I'm going to have a category of dumb shit Butters has said. And then I'm going to have another category that says things Butters has said that makes Ritz want to drink on air.
Hey, man, next show we have, every time Butter says something dumb, take a shot.
I wouldn't be able to function. We would kill some people in our chat. There are some people in there that probably can't even drink.
Oh, dear sweet baby Jesus.
What?
As we talk about it.
This is scary. This is bad. This is bad.
I'm gonna send you this.
Oh God.
As we have talked about being all inclusive, we have
bloody blimey hell.
We have talked about the Joe Gacy match. 9 minutes ago on Facebook, WWE did this.
I quit.
Will the Cruiserweight title become inclusive tomorrow night at NXT Wargames? Brought to you by WWE's Facebook page.
All right. Let me break that down for a second. This would be better if the shtick and the gimmick was more culty, right? We were putting a cult together because cults work great in professional wrestling, kids.
Mm-hmm.
We're bored. Let's make this guy have a cult, right? It just hurts my soul. Hurts my soul deep in my soul. But back to Imperium versus Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner. What a clusterfuck of a weird team that is. Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner.
They got to give Kyle something to do since, all the title pictures are kind of taken up right now.
Well, he could have been in that Team Black and Gold match instead of LA fuck night.
Yeah. But then again, like I said, you got to get that mixture of, because you've got two faces.
Great value looking edge motherfucker.
Who?
Von Wagner. He looks like some cheap Dollar Tree Edge knockoff. I couldn't remember which one Von Wagner was. I'm not going to lie to you. So I just Googled him. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's this guy. Fuck.
Oh, damn.
I mean, if this isn't... I'm going to put this up on the screen.
Oh, and just as you said, I clicked on a thing that says, from Ringside News, saying Von Wagner compared to a young Edge backstage in NXT.
Like, look at this guy. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
And look at Kyle O'Reilly looking with that dumb face on.
And Kyle O'Reilly out there looking like, what's on the menu tonight? Now, like, that's what's happening right now.
You got Wagner going, duh, I'll take two of whatever you get, man.
Like, I'm shush.
Von Wagner.
Spare me.
I don't see Imperium losing the titles to this ragtag ass raggedy team we got going on of Von Wagner and Kyle O'Reilly, but it really would not surprise me.
Where the fuck did you go?
Hold on.
You just put a Batman.
Yeah, I know. It's called I Gotta Let a Dog In Before He Barks the Entire damn show.
That would be bad.
Exactly. And since the door is, but a few feet away from me.
It's the most exercise you've done all day.
Yeah, probably all week too.
Oh, for that. But you know what's scary though? I see Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner winning this thing.
Oh, so you're saying another ragtag tag team put together for no fucking reason, automatically getting a title shot and winning? Yeah. It's the WWE mantra.
Call it the bar.
Let's put two random ass people together and have them to win the tag titles instead of, people that are actually fucking teams.
That rant was brought to you by I'm going to impersonate Ritz.com. Jack Wagon. I mean, how do I word this nicely? Imperium does nothing for me, so I'm fine with it. Bring it on.
I mean, we'll see. It's Imperium. I mean, who's to say Walter doesn't come back just for the shits of it?
I'd be so mad. There's no reason for him to come back for this match.
I mean,
Done.
if his guys win, if his guys lose, he could just come back and tell them bye. I don't think this is working out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And then, following that clusterfuck of a calamity, we have this match. Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match. We've got Simon Gotch 2.0 versus Cameron Grimes.
He's already had some of his hair cut off anyway, so...
Like, they've done... Like, Cameron Grimes was on top of the NXT world.
And then 2.0 happened.
Right. Like, I'm sorry. Normally, I love preview shows. I really do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's just this 2.0 stuff. Some of this I'm not excited for tomorrow. Like, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to sit down and watch it, and I'm sure I will enjoy the high holy hell out of it. But I'm just not... Some of these matches I'm not excited for.
I think
if
I wasn't at work, I'd only be really interested in the War Games matches themselves, and that'd be about it.
And I think that goes to show, like, just how far NXT has fallen.
I mean, I expect the War Games matches to be brutal, crazy, and full of, crazy ass, stunts. Especially when you have I'm a flying trash can Io Shirari in the match.
I love everything about the women's War Game match. It's got great story. It's got great participants. Like, everything fits.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the women have consistently put on great War Games matches.
Yep.
And there's a lot to be said when you're taking Toxic Attraction, who they have not wrestled together.
Mm-mm.
It's always been Mandy and then those two, right? And you're putting them in a match with Dakota Kai. So you got 4 very, very talented women. All of your champions for the women on one side.
Yep.
Versus Raquel Gonzalez, Io Shirari, Cora, Jade, and Kaylee Ray. Jade has really has to step up her game in this match.
Oh, big time. Big time.
But I think if anybody can do it, it is 100% her.
I mean, if the women win it, I almost see Cora Jade eating the pinfall.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think she, if Toxic Team Kai wins it, it's because Cora Jade ate the pinfall.
I mean, it would make the most sense if she's going to lose, right?
Correct. Now, if we're talking Team Raquel winning it, I mean, it's probably Raquel gonna pin Kai to get that, that revenge, or maybe Kaylee Ray pinning Mandy to go, I'm gonna be the next number one contender.
I mean, there's a lot at play there. I think you have to have Kaylee Ray pin Mandy in this match, and they've done it before, right? Where they've used the War Games match to help further a storyline against the champion. So, right, Braun's gonna pin Tommaso.
Yep.
Right. That's the true story coming out of this match.
I feel like that's going to set up their next match where Bron takes it off of Ciampa.
Either that or Braun incapacitates Johnny. Like, and plays into that. I don't know. There's a couple different ways you can work that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
just, be able to set up something for a future Braun versus Ciampa match. And then a Kaylee Ray versus Mandy match.
Which I think is happening very soon. It's probably something we'll see in January.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't know that we'd see it in January since we got both Day 1 and the Rumble in January.
I think it'll be on like a Wednesday night. It'll be something.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. More of a Wednesday night showdown.
Yeah. All right. That NXT preview was brought to you by Sunrise Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. Many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We're happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need mental health therapy or addiction detox, please call 856-651-8117. Once again, that's 856-651-8117. Alan Foy of eXp Realty. If you're looking to sell or buy a home, looking for change in career brokerage, contact Alan Foy at 302-682-8820 or visit him on the web at alan.foy@exprealty.com. Alan Foy, they are bringing us This Week in Wrestling, and we're going to kick things off with the return of the Beast, Brock Lesnar. What do you think of Lesnar's promo last night?
I didn't catch much of it, but from what I was reading, what I was, coming on to,
what you were coming on to?
What he was coming on to
last night?
I was working.
Oh, you were working. So you were working and coming on to something.
That's not what I meant.
That's what you said.
Start calling you Twisty for twisting my damn words around.
It's really easy when you lob softballs.
But no, for my take, I think this sets up as a Brock taking Roman's title away from him at Day 1. We all saw it coming. Sammy not getting to Day 1.
I'm impressed Sammy made it out of SmackDown.
Yeah, and that's my thing is I'm surprised they didn't just have Brock just take his number one contendership away from him. Instead, forcing him into that match the same night.
Oh, it was so funny, though.
At least it gave Sammy a world title shot.
Like, I watched the promo, and what's hysterical is the first thought that ran through my head is, man, Brock Lesnar's a nice guy, but he's a dick. Like, could you imagine?
We all know it is.
Could you imagine being his kid, being somebody that pissed him off at a restaurant, like a waiter? It's like, it's okay. I understand you suck. You're gonna look at this for me now. No, I'm not, Mr. Lesnar. No, I don't think you understand. You are, or I'm gonna break your face.
Right?
The only problem I had with the promo, is at one point Brock's talking about how he lives in Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's rattling off how he hunts, he, kills. And then at one point he goes, he eats in Saskatchewan. And I really had to stop myself for a second. And I had to think, how the fuck do you eat? Like what the fuck does that mean? Does that mean I have to say, I eat in Texas? Like, is there a specific way that Texans eat versus how Saskatchewans eat?
Maybe he eats it outside.
Like, he goes, I'm from Saskatchewan. Yes, I'm a Canadian. I'm from Saskatchewan. I hunt in Saskatchewan. I eat in Saskatchewan. I kill in Saskatchewan. I don't fucking care what you do in Saskatchewan. I take a piss in the bathroom.
I think it was more geared towards Sammy to say, I hunt, kill, and eat there. I'm not gonna, I could do the same thing to you. I could hunt you, eat you, and kill you, or kill you and eat you. Take the fucking match tonight or else.
And then it was like, I'm Canadian. Yeah, Brock, so Sammy. Who cares?
And so that's what Sammy was trying to get across at the beginning of the,
I think it just goes to show that it's like
Brock needs a mouthpiece
to a very certain extent, just to keep him like certain points. I was like, Brock, shut up. You're
just
doing
so
fine. Stop
just
talking.
so he doesn't pull a me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a scary thought.
Brock without a mouthpiece is Butter saying stupid shit.
Damien, can you help me here, buddy? Damien chiming in, what's up? What's up, my man? Butters, nobody on this planet says things as dumb as you, and I work in the car industry. There isn't a single soul alive that says dumb shit.
Oh, there's plenty. I mean, I
No.
work with some people.
No. Look, dude, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but I've listened to every single one of these shows on this platform. And there are some people here that say some dumb shit. You out-dumb all of them.
Dum.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the king of the stupid people, Butters. Brian, if you're here, dear God, let that be. Please, dear God in heaven.
47-30 to 40-50.
Dear God in heaven, Brian, are you watching?
47-30 to 47-50.
If I'm gonna have that gift. Please tell me you're gonna take that. Brian says I'm always here. Please tell me you're gonna take that and use it. Brian Wilson chiming in. What's up, my boys? Little wrestling talk. He says Team Butters. Fuck Team Butters. Edie Zahari says Brock Lesnar's entertaining as hell. He doesn't need Paul Heyman as his manager. Yes, he does.
I was about to say, we can argue about that one all day long. And
yes,
at the end of the
he
day,
does.
We're going to keep telling you he needs his fucking manager.
Because Brock Lesnar, oh, you're doomed. It will be used thoroughly.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
And Pete Evans agrees to the poll.
Team 2.0.
Where was I going with that? Brock Lesnar should never, ever open his mouth.
Every once in a while is fine, but cutting promos by himself? Nah.
Edie Zahari says, Brock Lesnar can cut promo if he give freedom in mic. No, because Brock Lesnar's going to walk out there, and I swear to God, I thought he was going to do it Friday night. And this is where it becomes a problem. He will flat out look at somebody and go fuck yourself. I'm going to kick your ass. And that's the furthest thing from PG. Damien goes, Ritz, did you not see the Rogers COVID foot interview? Just saying, Brock ain't the only one saying stupid shit. I saw a glimpse of that interview, and I still think Butters says dumber shit than Aaron Rodgers. I think Butters might do dumber shit than Antonio Brown, who bought his COVID vaccination card off his chef.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it was all over the news the other day.
Oh dear God.
Dude's a moron.
A lot of people.
But you're still dumber. You're still dumber.
Dum dum dum.
I rest my case. But that being said, and then Brock comes in at the end of the night and just destroys Roman. It was great.
Day one. Looking great.
But it does make me nervous, though. I won't lie.
Why is that?
Because Brock doing all these things,
Mm-hmm.
he may fuck up, and Roman will still be champion afterwards.
Damn it, Damien.
I can see it. Thank you, Damien. Damien goes, question, Butters. Is the earth flat and is water dry?
Nope, the earth is about as round as I am, and water is about as wet as my brain.
You know, you're doing fine. You had the joke of the earth is as round as I am. Okie dokie. Fine. Water is as wet as my brain. There's somebody in the FCC watching this. God help him if there really is somebody watching this. Or some asshole on Facebook or YouTube in the bowels of those, content community standard joints is watching this. And they heard you go, as wet as my, and they had their finger on the button. And then you said brain. And they went, oh, these guys are dumb. We feel bad for them.
Hey,
Stupid.
Maybe they stop watching at that point and we can just go back to saying what we want to say.
You're an idiot. You are by far an idiot.
Hey, man, waterlogged brains make me say stupid shit, huh?
You hurt my soul.
Just goes to show that at least you have a soul.
I really don't, though.
Mommy, he hurt me.
Too much.
I mean, but still, day one is still looking good. I was going somewhere with that and I totally blanked.
Yeah, no. Charlotte Flair and Toni Storm. Oh, God. Here we go, Damien. Yeah, we were actually talking about this before the show. But I was talking about how he went to go visit his mom the other day, and I was like, yeah, your mom needs to make a return to the chat. There are some people that are looking for it. Frank, if you're the moral police, we're all fucking doomed.
We're dead. We're done. We're vamonos.
Fuck. Frank Vesby's the moral police.
If that's the case, it's the end of the world, boys and girls.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Ralph's a congressman.
Yeah, he gonna put in legislation for better chairs.
Oh, that was the best, Butters. Yes, that would be the funniest thing Butters has ever said. Just take Frank, I just tuned in. I heard FCC. Oh, God, that's phenomenal. I really like this Charlotte. Fuck, I can't get over that. He put in legislation for new chairs. If Butters was president of the FDA, we're super fucked. Ralph goes, Frank goes, also Ralph make a better congressman than most of the senators in Washington. I don't care about that. It's still funny. Legislation for new chair. Yeah. I hope Ralph's watching. If not, somebody tell him Butters is making fun of him. So this Charlotte Flair Tony Storm thing, I think, is one of the more entertaining aspects of Friday Night SmackDown. Just because it's nice to see Tony actually get some recognition and have the ability to be able to go out and potentially win a title to kick off.
It'd be nice.
I mean, I seriously think that by January 2nd, 2022, there's a very, very different look to the WWE title picture.
You know what?
I think you're going to have Toni Storm as the SmackDown Women's Champion. I think you're going to have Liv Morgan as the Raw Women's Champion. I think come Monday night, Liv Morgan's going to be the Raw Women's Champion.
Oh, my God. Please, for the love of God, let Liv Morgan be the Raw Women's Champion. For the love of God.
I hope Liv wins the title when I'm home and I'm just chilling, because I'm telling Jimmy and Evan right now, if Liv Morgan wins, I'm dropping in on their show. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to drop on their show. But I keep saying this, right? One of these days, I'm really going to drop in on their show. They're not going to know what to do.
I was going to say, because one of these days, what you say is going to come true, and you're going to be able to drop in on the show.
And this is exactly how it's going to go. They're going to be sitting there talking sports, and then this is what's going to happen. What's up, guys? I just dropped in to tell you, Liv Morgan's a champion! Fail. I'm literally gonna drop out of the stream and bail, and they're not gonna know what the fuck just happened.
Oh shit!
Butter and Ralph should be in the CFB ranking committee. I doubt they can fuck it up any worse than what already is. So I'm pretty sure that means college football ranking.
I think so too.
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure that means college football.
If there's anything that I think is fucked up when it comes to ranking anything in the sports world, it's college football. I've never in my entire life, don't get me wrong, I am not a sports guy, okay? I get by, I do good enough for the casual, average, lazy fan.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't ever fucking understand college football ranking systems.
To me, I don't understand.
My brain.
I don't understand why they don't just have a typical season like football and just come into something more of, Super Bowl style. Like, why should we vote for who gets in and who doesn't?
We're not doing that here. This is a wrestling show.
I know, but it was just it's always one of those questions I always ask when that shit comes up.
Ryan, mistake. Now, an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. Doing that was a mistake. Doing what was a mistake, though? Oh, dear God. Please tell me he didn't mean the... Oh, God. Brian, what was a mistake? When Brian does things like this, it scares me. Edie Zahari, Becky will win by cheating. I like to see Liv Morgan win, but she will not win the title soon, and Becky not drop the title now. Liv will win the Rumble, challenge Becky at Mania, Liv Mania. I don't want to wait that long. I'm an impatient bastard.
The sad part is, as much as I like that idea, I don't see Liv winning the Rumble.
This is scary, though. Can we talk? We're going to come back to that. Ryan says you will see. I scared.
If anything, I could see Liv winning the title and Becky winning the Rumble, and Liv not making it to Mania. Unfortunately,
I mean Becky's never won the Rumble.
Nope.
So it's a very strong possibility.
That's
all right. So. I don't disagree with his second part, that he hates the new. First of all, it's new, not news version. You dyslexic bastard.
God damn.
Either that, it was either that or illiterate. Oh, fuck. Hello?
Hello?
Somebody
Alright.
just showed up on the screen for those of you listening to Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Speaker. Oh, he's
Alright.
muted. That's why he knows speaking.
You speaking in words?
God, I'm using that. We should have a montage put together of all the times you've been fucked with for the sake of a GIF or a meme or a clip. Stop giving them ammunition.
You act like I care.
Good point. But I definitely think that Liv can win this match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Liv going on to day one as a champion for a rematch with Becky. Becky loses the rematch. Becky enters the Royal Rumble, wins the Rumble, goes to Mania, wins or loses, doesn't matter. The reason I bring this up is Becky Lynch made the comment that every day she's been active since her return, she's been champion. Now it's time to fuck that up. Right?
Well, see, and this is where I'm thinking this is that, you know, like you said, Becky wins the Rumble, but she's going to go on and face Bianca at Mania because somehow Bianca's going to end up winning the belt back from Liv before Mania.
Possibly.
Because you, in Vince's head, he'll probably see it as the better match would be Becky versus Bianca.
Yeah, but it would be nice for Liv to have her moment in the sun.
It really would. That's why I'm really hoping she wins it come Sunday. Come next Monday.
Damn it! I need to be high when I'm coming into these streams. I swear. Frank goes, a montage. It should be a feature film. Becky, Chris Lentz says Becky's gonna win and face Bianca at day one for the rematch. Possibly, right? Look! Don't get me wrong. I get that Becky Bianca makes more sense. I'm just a Liv Morgan fan.
Right?
And I want to see Liv have her moment.
Liv deserves the moment, even if it is until day one.
Like, damn, give me that moment.
Give everybody else that fucking moment, and I don't care what you do afterwards. I mean, you gave Dana Brooke the 24/7 title. For the love of God, give Liv the women's championship.
Oh, Ryan is a beautiful person.
Why?
Because he sent it to me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this. This is gonna sound so bad, but I think this week in wrestling it fell flat.
Why is it sad? It's kind of an agreement. You didn't. Brock's return wasn't as big as you made it out to be. NXT only solidified who's got the advantage in War Games. Monday Night Raw really just. I mean.
The Austin Theory Vince McMahon thing, I'm never addressing. Because I'll somehow end up on another 15-minute rant about a fucking egg.
So how about that egg, man?
Fuck you.
You said the word the egg, so
shut your
I
mouth,
had to.
whore.
What about the back and forth between Becky and Liv Monday night with Liv's comment about the contract? You know, her contract lost her best friend, or no, I'm sorry, she lost her best friend, and then Becky's contract made Liv lose her friends.
Yeah, I like that. I thought a lot of people. she's catching on. I don't think she specifically, but that line is not going over well, supposedly, with the other talent, though. Lines that have been said over the past week from WWE related to the releases has not been going over well.
I mean, that's really not her fault. That's, them giving the lines, but, she's doing her part. I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great way to, say, yeah, you're big. Yeah, you got a big contract, but look where it got you. Look where it got me. Look where it got all of us.
Yeah, look where my friends are.
Exactly.
I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, right? I loved it. And I think from AEW perspective, I'm a big fan of the street fight between Cody Rhodes and Andrade.
People were
were
harshing on that because of the table spot.
So I bitched about the tables, and I say bitch is the wrong word. I was a little iffy on the table spot myself until I watched it after. So I talked with Chrome, right? I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if that was in our chat, if that was privately or not. But I had a conversation with Chrome, and Chrome's like, watch it back again and think about how Andrade falls on that table. So I was like, Cody takes that entire bump, right? But it's because if he doesn't, Andrade's face eats fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then you got Bully Ray defending it, defending that spot, criticizing the fans for it, and that's cool because Bully Ray knows all about flaming tables.
He really does. It's okay to criticize something, but only criticize it if. This is gonna sound.
If it truly needs criticizing.
Yeah, right. Like, don't just bitch to bitch.
Well, that's what some of these backwoods keyboard warriors do when it comes to wrestling is bitch to bitch because they live in a mommy's basement and not got nothing better to do.
You're not wrong.
I was offended this week because this happened and this happened in wrestling, and it's not what I wanted. It may have been what you wanted, but it wasn't what I wanted.
And it's okay to not like something.
Correct.
Right? It's very okay not to like something. I don't like a lot of things right now. But there's a difference between not liking it and not, in my opinion, not understanding it. Right? I didn't understand the spot. Right? I loved it. I loved the idea behind it. I loved the incorporation of T-Pain and all the weaponry that they used and the golden shovel, which I thought was hysterical. I loved all of that, but I didn't understand the spot at first. And that's when Chrome's like, no, go watch it back and think about the move that they do. Right? And that's when I was like, oh, no, you're right. That makes more sense now. Okay.
Before the show aired, I'd seen a fan video right before the match. They're all at the top of the ramp. Did you see the video of Arn falling off the ramp?
I was in tears.
I mean, props for Jose for helping Arn up.
And then he continues to kick his ass.
Yeah, I mean, props for helping him up because, that could have ended badly for Arn if it was, that ramp was any deeper than where he fell.
Yeah.
I get it. Ramp, Arn's a tough guy, but at his age, I don't think he's tough enough for that.
No. Edie goes, did you hear about Charlotte and Andrade breaking up? I don't care.
Surprise, surprise.
I mean, I'm a little surprised, don't get me wrong, but I just don't care. Right? And I say I don't care in the sense of it doesn't affect me one way or the other.
I mean, the writing was almost on the walls the moment they split and went their separate ways. I mean, in separate companies, knowing Charlotte's not going to leave WWE anytime soon.
I disagree with that. I think Charlotte is on her way out. I think this makes her decision a lot more difficult, right? Because I think if her and Andrade were still a thing, then I definitely think that she would be staying. She would go to AEW, but now they're not. I think it's a little bit more up in the air. Damien goes, what are y'all's thoughts on WWE stopping DVD selling of shows next year? I haven't bought a WWE DVD in God knows how long.
I was about to say, we've got social media, we've got the network, we've got, everything under the sun. I think DVDs are on their way out the door to begin with.
If they didn't have the network and if they didn't have Peacock now, I would be a little bit more upset. But knowing that I can literally just log in from any of my devices and pull up Armageddon 2002 and just watch it, right? I think it's money that they're going to put back into the company. I think you're cutting costs where you've been wasting your time.
Because from what I was reading, it's they're stopping sales in U.S. and Australia right now, and I'm pretty sure later on they'll stop it everywhere else. But you start small and work your way all the way around.
I think that you're putting money back into the company.
Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's millions of dollars right there that they could put towards another contract.
Exactly. So, all right, let's go to Run-In. Run-In is brought to you by FanUp. They're the best way to enjoy fantasy sports with daily NFL contests and more. Win great prizes. Sign up today by using promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points. That's a $50 value. You can find FanUp in the App Store. We're also brought to you by Gleason's Bar, located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, Pennsylvania. Use promo code A2D for 10% off, whether you order dine-in, takeout, or through their website at gleasonsbarandsteaks.com. And Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Let's go to the Run-In. First things first, did you see the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel?
They got a trailer for it already?
It hit right before we came on the air.
No, I did not. If it hit right before we came on the air, then no, I did not, sir.
Yeah, it hit probably about 10 minutes before we came on the air. Okay. It's great.
So Into the Spider-Verse 2, huh?
Yep.
I'm going to have to find it and save it for later.
If you can't find it, let me know. I will send it to you.
Yup.
And then do you have your Spider-Man tickets?
No, not yet. I usually wait till about a week or two after.
See, I typically go the night of, but I can't get a ticket for night of that I like.
Yeah, because everybody and their damn mothers got tickets.
Well,
hell,
no,
you got scalpers trying to sell tickets for $1,000 a pop.
I can 100% go when I want to. I'm not gonna have a seat that I like. Right? You know, I don't want to be sitting. Even though there's no bad seats in theaters right now, I don't want to be sitting next to somebody if I don't have to.
And I was fixated with Spider-Man. The cinemas are going to be packed anyways because it's straight to theater release only.
Yep.
I'm
picking an early ass show on a Sunday, and that's when I'm going.
Yeah, best time to go is on a Wednesday.
I don't typically have the ability to go on Wednesdays.
That's true, but I'm just saying, usually if you want to go with as little people as possible, go on a Wednesday, y'all.
Or go during the week, just in general.
True.
It's phenomenal. Truly phenomenal.
You know, I granted, don't get me wrong, I've been to theaters where it's just me, the only one in the theater by myself.
Oh, I did that a ton when I was working there.
I'm like, okay, I get to watch this movie in peace.
What's funny was when I was working there, if I was in a theater by myself, the projector employee would open up the window for the other projector that runs like the pre-show stuff, and you just sit there and watch the movie with me, and we bullshit. And then you're like, all right, I gotta go start the next one.
Hey,
Todd chiming in. What's good, boys? What's up, Todd?
What up?
During the week or first showing on a Sunday? Absolutely. While everybody's in church, you go watch a movie. Who's gonna win, Spider-Man or The Matrix? Spider-Man.
Yeah, right.
This movie holds so much.
Their pre-sales are already hitting close to in-game sales.
Well, it's the first major MCU movie in a while, right? You had Black Widow, right? But Black Widow wasn't going to give us anything new into the.
Well, that and Black Widow wasn't straight to theater only. It was.
But not even that, right? Like, I get where you're going with that, and normally I'd 100% agree. But we knew Black Widow. It wasn't going to magically tell her how she returned from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we knew Black Widow was going to be an origin story for Natasha.
Correct.
And it didn't further the storyline at all, with the exception of the post-credit scene. But this movie, because of what it's putting together, it's gonna be so good.
I still haven't even seen Ghostbusters.
I'm not worried about Ghostbusters.
Shit, I am. Love me some Ghostbusting.
Well, that's you. You're weird.
Yeah, that's me.
What else you got? You got anything for me?
Let's see. I don't know. Remember if I had it or let's see. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
Sounds like over there.
That's that. I don't think I did that because I thought I did, but guess not. I usually try to find stuff for the run in, and Obi-Wan Kenobi. December. No, I see. No, we got Book of Fett coming up here close to the end of December.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's gonna be wild.
Yes, it is. I'm excited. I can't wait for it. You know, next year we're getting Kenobi. So it's like they're ramping up the Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. The new season of Young Justice is great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and everybody's got a 3-story arc right now, and they just transitioned into Magic with Zatanna and one of the Shazam kids, and it's already gearing up good. I don't want to give away spoilers if anybody watches Young Justice, but it's so good.
So in other words, they're kind of doing like they did with the Justice League
Jamie
series.
goes, "Are you all saying Spider-Man will be better than Shang-Chi?" And before I could even do anything, Will Matt goes, "Fuck yes, we're saying that."
Like Spider-Man's gonna be right there under Endgame as far as you want to look at these Marvel movies.
And I think you're right. I think Spider-Man's going to change because it's got Strange in it, because it's got all the other all the other villains in it, because of
the potential cameo that we might see in this movie of 2 others.
Not even just the potential of the cameo, right? It's the fact that this movie is going to change the shape of the MCU. We're going to have the multiverse. We're going to have
correct
all these things just sitting there.
Well, and look at Let There Be Carnage. Look how I'm talking about the end credit scene.
Right.
Setting up that multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
Setting up the Venom versus, or Venom and Spider-Man, whether it be a team up or Venom versus Spider-Man, they're setting up that Spider-Man and Venom are fixing to be in a movie together.
Yep. Like they laid the groundwork for it all.
Yeah. I don't care how bad or good, Let There Be Carnage was. All I care about is they laid the groundwork for Venom and Spider-Man in the same movie.
Gaming goes, question, who is Green Goblin?
William
are you
Dafoe.
referring to the actor? If you're referring to the actor, it's William Dafoe. Same guy that played Spider-Man in the Sam Raimi 2001 movie.
All the original actors supposedly are back for the villain roles. Lizard, Electro, Sandman.
It's going into Doctor Strange 2, which can introduce the X-Men. Absolutely.
And then they're fixing to start up Fantastic Four. I think they started casting for Fantastic Four.
Ugh.
For a reboot for that.
Better.
But I think from my understanding is that's where they were trying to introduce the X-Men was Fantastic Four.
Okay.
It makes a lot of sense as far as, hey, Fantastic Four, we got these powers from cosmic radiation, but hold up a minute. Who are these other guys? Mutants, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we could see that being a factor in to reintroducing the X-Men back into the MCU. Or not back into it, but into the MCU.
Todd goes, y'all see the animated Spider-Man trailer? I did. He didn't know about it. And Edie wants us to pick between Wonder Woman, Black Widow, Spider-Man, or Venom.
Wonder Woman all day long. And then I would pick Venom.
I would probably go... That's tough, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I probably have to say... It depends on what Wonder Woman you're giving me. So on that, I'm going to go Black Widow.
Okay.
Right? Because there's really only one Black Widow. And I say what Wonder Woman you're giving me because am I getting the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman? Am I getting the Justice League animated series Wonder Woman? Am I getting the Wonder Woman from the DCAU movies who's more like a warrior Princess Xena looking character? Right? And how she treats that interaction. And then Spider-Man or Venom, Black Suit Spider-Man, sold.
I was fixated, the trailer showing that black suit, but it was more of a black suit Doctor Strange-esque Spider-Man, and not the black suit Venom Spider-Man.
Correct, which I'm okay with.
True.
Edie wants to know which version of Spider-Man you like the most. That's tough.
Mm-hmm. That's a big toughie. There's a lot of versions.
That almost warrants its own show, almost.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to Chris's comment, but Damien goes, we need a Marvel versus DC to happen. That we could honestly do a show about that.
I mean, they've done it in the comic books, but to be able to get DC and Marvel on the same page for a movie, good fucking luck.
And then, yeah, we'll have to do a show about all of this, and then Chris, which wrestlers would you like to see in superhero villains movies? I don't know.
I mean, you could almost do Roman in a villain role.
And I don't want to get too deep into that because I'm gonna say how most of them fucking suck at acting. But that is it for us. We are out of time tonight. We try to keep it right around the hour and a half mark every week. Plus, it's getting late for me because I'm fucking tired. And I have
poor
to.
Baby.
Well, I've got to get ready for our award show, and I'm going to put you on the spot here, on the air. I hate doing this to you, but I don't give a fuck. Would you rather do our award show on our last show of 2021 on December 18th, or would you rather us do the awards during our day one reaction show?
I'd almost say during the day one reaction, because we do the live reaction of day one, and then throughout the entire thing, we can slowly do awards.
Right.
It gives time to put the awards together, but you can slowly go, all right, the dumbest thing Butter said all year is,
Okay. I mean, that was my thought process too, but I wanted to.
It gives us more. Granted, even during SummerSlam, we had we talked a lot, but this gives us even more ammo to talk about.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. We want to thank our sponsors, Body Check Wellness. They're a line of products that promote wellness, balance, and recovery by using the full potential of hemp. Use promo code A2D for 25% off your order at bodycheckwellness.com. Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy, checking out Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. He's our doc, making yours. Counseling Center in Sunrise Detox. If you need mental health and addiction issues, please call 856-651-8117. Alan Foy of eXp Realty. You can reach him at 302-682-8820. We're on the web at alan.foy@exprealty.com. Come on. Get 20% off and free shipping with promo code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use your full potential. And always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And Gleason's Bar, located at 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, Pennsylvania. Use promo code A2D for 10% off when you order off your order, whether you dine in, take out, or online. Tomorrow morning, Money Pot Podcast will be on the air here, getting ready for the Jets-Eagles game. The Eagles travel back to the Meadowlands to see if they can fix the calamity of a fuck-up they had last week. God damn, was that rough. And then live from All Campus Sports on Ocean City Boardwalk will be the HED Ram booth, Rob Brinkman, John Coyle. They're going to do a little bit more breakdown of the game, while the Money Pot Podcast guys are going to bring you the lines, the bets, everything you can do to make some money. And then post-game will be Agree to Disagree, the flagship show. Check out Tom, Brian, Sweets, Greg, as they hope to God talk about an Eagles victory. Please, for the love of God, let them win. Make my life easy around here for just a fucking week. That's all I ask.
That's all we ask. Yeah, I was going to say, that's all we ask.
One week. Just 1 week. That's all I need.
One glorious week.
The rest of that, piss off. But guys, for Butters, I'm Ritz. We're going to get out of here. We will see you all next week with an NXT Wargames recap and review. And we're going to gear up for, now, since we're doing it day one, I have no idea what we're going to do on the 18th. So we'll try to do something fun for our last show of 2020. But guys, make sure you tell somebody you love them. We'll talk to you soon. Peace, love, and joy. We out.